Having looked at all of your Atenolol monographs for PM2A2, I've spotted a few common mistakes which will lose you marks in the future if you do not fix them. Let's start with an easy one to begin with. You need to include in-text citations. This means that whenever you use a fact or idea which is not common knowledge in pharmacy, you need to include a reference. Think of it as giving credit to the person you've taken the idea from. If you do not do this in the body of the text, when you use the idea, it is plagiarism and you may be subject to disciplinary measures. Secondly, include citations in the text directly after you have used an idea or fact. Lots of you are putting a reference at the end of an entire section, but this makes it hard to tell which bits were your original ideas and what you have taken from elsewhere. This again leaves you open to allegations of plagiarism and not getting the credit for the work you have completed which is original. Once you've got your citations in the text sorted, don't lose marks by failing to include a bibliography or not including all the sources you have used in the bibliography. So everything you have cited in the text should have an equivalent reference in the bibliography, and vice versa, everything in your bibliography should have been cited in the text. Moving away from the general points to something more specific, one source lots of people cited incorrectly was the BNF. It can be a little bit confusing because you may have accessed it via the NICE website, Medicines Complete, or as a physical book. But however you've accessed it, you should be citing it as a book, just adding the URL and access date if you read it online. The two main things to watch out for are that the author should be the Joint Formulary Committee, and that if you read it in print you need to include the edition number. If you accessed it online, the access date will provide an indication of which update or edition you read. Finally, follow the guidelines. Referencing is part of communicating your work. You are showing the reader how to find the source text you have based your writing on. But in practice, what you really need to do is be precise and consistent to make it easy for the reader, so you need to follow the guidance carefully to make sure that you are consistent. If you are using the Harvard system, the University of Reading Citing References Guide provides examples for how to cite different sources in the text and how to then reference them in the bibliography. If you are using the Vancouver system, the Imperial College London Guide is a good one to use and is very thorough. Hopefully these tips will be useful to you and help you improve your coursework in the future.